Hi guys, Consolata Karuri is my name. I'm a HR professional. I've been working for the last 5 years and I'm here just to give you some tips. I don't know it all, but let's see where it gets us to.
Karibu, thank you so much for gracing us. Now guys, don't let her lie to you. She's really good at what she does, and that's why I invited her to share her knowledge. So for this particular one, I'd like us to dive into what are the tips you'd give for someone who's just been called in for an interview. The normal, I'd say the normal interview periods are usually 1 week, 2 weeks. So you have a week or a fortnight to prepare for the interview. So what would your advice be in terms of the preparation stage? We can start there.
Okay, so once you get a call from the talent acquisition person in that organization, first ask the very number one question: how many interviewers am I expecting in the panel? Don't just assume she'll be alone.
Really?
Yes.
I've never asked how many interviewers.
Yes. Yesterday I got an ambush. Practical example, I assumed I'll have a call with one person. Unfortunately, there were 3. So first of all, I had attention because I never knew how do I even start? What questions do I expect? Because I know a phone screen is always like, hi, let me introduce myself, let me introduce our company, this is what we do, now tell me about yourself, and that is it. And the call ends, what is your notice period, what is your salary expectation? But now this was like not a screening, this was a proper interview. So first ask, what is this stage of the interview? What should I expect on that day? Is it a physical interview? Is it a virtual interview? Don't assume. Yes, so that would be my number 1 tip. First, ask the questions. Number 2, ask, has the job description changed, or is it as the same as whatever was posted? Some edits might happen, some more requirements might be needed. So just confirm, is the JD the same as whatever you guys advertised for this role? So after you get all that information, now it's about you. How do you prepare yourself for that day? Number 1, research about the organization. Is it, first of all, maybe a Kenyan organization? Is it a multinational organization? Are they locally here, or maybe you're applying for a job that is away? So first, research on the company. When was it founded? Is it a startup? How long has it been in the industry? All right. Also research, who is the CEO of this company? You'd like to know who is the CEO, and also who is my hiring manager. Be curious to check. Assuming I apply for a role as a HR specialist, so I would check, who is the HR manager of this organization? I would be curious to know who is this person, what is their experience as well. So once you do that, go to the website of that company as you're researching on it. Don't just focus on the Google part, go to the website, about us. I think that is very, very important. You'll be able to learn the products of that organization. Don't assume that, this is a HR role, I don't need to know what they do. You need to understand the business model of an organization. Otherwise, you'll fail in that interview because you won't resonate with whatever they do. All right, so, and then number 3, I hope they're writing notes of whatever they are researching about the company, so you also don't forget. Then number 3, look at the JD. Look at the key duties and responsibilities required of that role. One by one. And for the first one is always the major part of the job description. Some companies are very good. They write, I need you to maybe it's a finance role. Maybe budgeting or financial analysis is 80% of the role or 60%. They're able to break them down in terms of percentages. So just look at what is the key duty, so that is where you're needed more, all right? Also, look at the specific personal attributes they require from this role. Some people like a bubbly person. They want someone who is very cheerful. They want someone who can communicate, a person who is has attention to details. So those are key responsibilities that this job holder is supposed to bring. So there's one, the technical part, and there's one, the personality part, okay? So the key duties is the technical part. What does this role require from the job holder in terms of what they need to do? And then the qualifications is what the job holder is also bringing to the table in terms of who they are. How many years of experience do they have? what are their personality traits, what is their behavior as well. And they just write them down. Good communication, good in Excel, good in this. You may assume the last part, but it's actually about you as the person. Yeah. So those are my tips.
So now it's come to the part where you're now going for the interview itself.
Yeah.
What are some of the tips you'd give on that?
All right. So first of all, don't cram your answers. Be a natural. Be a natural because you're already good at whatever you do. By the time you applied for this position, you had gauged yourself enough to know, I can do this job. So even when you ask questions, they're coming out naturally because you already know who you are as a person and what you bring to the table. But also, I feel it's very important to just ask, because I think you'll also get a call to ask you to go for the interview. Is it a physical? Where is the location? What is the time? Have you sent me a calendar invite as well? All right, so you're not lost. Number 2, go early on time. I always appreciate candidates who come 30 minutes before. They're already at the reception. They've already relaxed. The receptionist has asked, do you need a glass of water? Do you need hot water? Do you need a cup of coffee? Already they have, gotten a feel of the environment. They are not, 1 minute, that's when they're arriving. They're running everywhere. Before they settle down, they're so confused. So come early on time. Be good to the people you find there. Don't just go and like you're just seated. Say hi to the receptionist. That also is gauging your personality if you don't know. Yes, because I will come and ask, so how are the candidates? Did anyone treat you badly? Was anyone arrogant? Because you can come to the interview a very, very good person, but how you treated the security guard at the door was very, very rude. So just be a good person when you go for the interview. And once you're invited to the interview room, be respectful. Don't just go. You've taken the chairs, you've grabbed them, you're sitting. Just stand until you're asked to sit. Sit calmly, all right? Avoid putting even your bags here. Just put them on the bottom over here. And then wait until you're asked to speak. You can just tell them good afternoon, and that is it. Then now sit down and wait. Then they will ask you, so this is how this interview will run. We'll introduce ourselves and stuff like that. So just relax and wait. And once you're taught to speak, speak systematically, all right? That's why I said being natural is very, very important because you're going to craft your answers in a very systematic manner, all right? So if you ask, tell us about yourself, you're gonna start, I'm Consolata. I have 5 years experience. Now you go to the professional part. I've studied this and this and this. I've worked in company A, B, and C. I have these skills 1, 2, 3. My aspirations are 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Are there any other things that one would need to do as an interviewee slightly after the interview?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's very, very funny if you don't have a question to this panel. Because it means, you are a guru, you understood everything, yet you don't work here. Right? This is a new place, this is a new thing that has been introduced in your life. You will ask questions. So just ask a few questions in terms of, what is the business model of this organization? From the website, I saw 1, 2, 3. Maybe you have raised funds up to this series. So does the organization make revenue? Or we are still depending on the funding part, okay? Ask what the organization structure, the departmental structure, the department you're joining in. Who is the head? How many subordinates are there? How many mid-level managers are in that department as well? Also ask, because the hiring manager is part of the panel. The hiring manager is not the recruiter. No, this is the person who is filling for that role in that department, okay? So that is the person actually who will determine, are you a good fit for that role? Not the recruiter. The recruiter has minimal influence on the decision to be made because they can just gauge your personality. But for the hiring manager, they get the technical expertise. Okay, so ask them, what is your leadership style? How do you communicate? How do you give feedback? where do you see this role in the next 3 to 5 years? When you ask that question, it means you're looking out for you in terms of what is the professional development. You're not just coming not to grow, but ask it indirectly. In that, what is your vision for this role, or for the job holder of this role when they come in? Those are the questions for the manager mostly, especially the leadership style. It's good you understand their leadership style. Do they give you autonomy? Are they, micromanagers? So it's very important to ask this question. Ask follow-up questions as well. Make the interview a conversation. It's not about question, answer, no. Also, as the interviewee, ask follow-up question. So once they say my leadership style is giving autonomy. Oh, autonomy can be good, but okay, fine, how will you control that behavior in case I go wrong? Okay, so for the company, you can ask questions in terms of what working hours am I looking at? What is the contract type? Yeah, because assuming I have a permanent contract where I work, and this organization is offering periodical or fixed-term contracts. A contract maybe after 1 year, I'm told we are not renewing. So what is also your job security as the interview? So ask, okay, fine. So after 1 year, what happens? We renew again, okay. And then after that, maybe they give you a permanent. So ask, get clarity by the time you're leaving there. You might resign on your job, but come for a short term on this other side, okay? Ask about the benefits. Ask what perks, on top of this salary that you're giving me, what other perks do you offer in terms of how generous are your leave policies? How is your medical cover? They tell you, oh, our medical cover is this and this. Okay, who is your provider? Okay, because of course insurance companies are known in the industry who offer the best insurance. So just ask, how many dependents can I add? Okay, or do you have a pension scheme? Do you offer meals at work? And stuff like that. So also focus on the benefits, because those are things that will also help you you might leave a good organization that is giving you very, very good perks, minimal salary, good perks, but you come to an organization that is giving a bigger compensation but zero perks. So perks are also very, very important.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, those are really good tips. Hey, I've never even thought of them. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, guys, you picked a thing or two. So we'll leave her contacts for further consultation if you'd like to, if you're having an interview around the corner and you'd like to consult her further. She does consultancy on the same.
Yeah.
Thank you.